The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Liam's tragic death sparks Wyatt's return to the CBS show. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that 4 cast members will be part of a location shoot in Naples and Capri. Some special episodes will air in July, so let's talk about all the exciting details, which could include hot affairs and cheating. Casey Kasperek, who serves as a supervising producer on B&B, got plenty of viewers excited with an Instagram post at the end of March. Kasperek dropped some hints about B&B possibly filming in Capri and Naples, so fans have been eager for updates. Now there's confirmation that the show's indeed moving forward with a location shoot in Naples and Capri, which will take place from May 28 to May 31. Kasperek reposted some info from Mediaset Infinity on X, formerly known as Twitter, to let everyone know it was happening. Of course, this isn't the first time the CBS soap has filmed scenes in Italy, and it probably won't be the last. There have been multiple Italian location shoots over the years, including the Portofino one brought up recently through the revamped showstopper gown and the show's dazzling 2023 trip to Rome. You might be wondering who'll be part of the episodes being filmed this May when the show heads to Capri and Naples. That brings us to the 4 cast members who'll be traveling for an upcoming storyline: Thorsten Kaye, Catherine Kelly Lang, John McCook, and Jack Wagner. Wagner's return stint will begin airing in June, but these location shoot scenes won't air until July, at least in the United States. Italian fans will have to wait a bit longer since they won't air until 2026 over there. It sounds like some sizzling summer plans are underway, so it'll be interesting to see what goes down in Italy. There could be some love triangle drama if Ridge decides he wants Brooke back right as she recommits to a future with Nick. It's easy to see jealous Ridge watching Brooke and Nick share a passionate kiss from afar as they start up their love affair. Could this lead to Ridge cheating on Taylor Hayes with Brooke? Whatever the case, some fun stuff is coming up in Italy, so we'll be sure to pass along any other news related to these special July episodes. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The next 2 weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful will be full of emotional confrontations, changing allegiances, and high-stakes payoffs on long-held secrets. From May 14 to May 23, 2025, keep an eye out as Hope makes a move in an attempt to reunite with Liam. Carter faces a painful reversal, and Luda battles Steffy once more. Liam will keep his terminal prognosis a secret while others apologize for a future in which he won't be there. As Hope laments their lost future, Carter will be on the verge of moving forward. As Liam's illness gradually worsens, every decision becomes heavier, and each character will be forced to confront their emotional breaking points. From treasured memories to shattering betrayals, these 2 weeks will reset the balance of some of the show's most pivotal storylines. Hope Logan will make moves to revive her romance with Liam Spencer during the week of May 14. But Liam will wait. Although he also wants to be near Hope, Liam will keep pushing her toward a future with Carter Walton. Knowing that his time is running out due to terminal brain cancer, Liam will do what he feels is going to make Hope happy in the end, whether or not that is without him. Hope, unaware that Liam already knows what she has recently discovered, will be left confused by her sudden feelings change. This is going to cause more tension and bring about an awkward and aghast rejection by Liam. Carter Walton will overhear Hope's tearful plea to Liam and misconstrue the scenario. Carter will remain in the dark about Liam's health condition and will assume that Hope picked her ex-husband over him. The emotional damage will push Carter toward Daphne Rose, who will be prepared to exploit the situation. Daphne will attempt to persuade Carter that Hope's heart was never his to begin with, basing her argument on the eavesdropped conversation. Her tenacity and timing might just be enough to encourage Carter to finally release Hope once and for all on The Bold and the Beautiful. The Steffy and Luna rivalry will intensify when Steffy finds Luna at the Cliff House once again, attempting to bond with Finn. Steffy will deliver another stern warning, making it clear that Luna is not to be seen around her family. Luna's tearful plea to be allowed to see her father will fail to move Steffy. Both Finn and Taylor Hayes will stand firmly in Steffy's corner, supporting her decision to protect her home life, particularly with the pressure Luna's arrival has put on her. But Luna might not take it sitting down, seeking possible future revenge or manipulative tactics on the bold and the beautiful. Liam will have emotional conversations with several characters as he keeps preparing for the inevitable. He will request Finn to assist in keeping the peace between Hope and Steffy for the children's sake. This deathbed request might determine Finn's future endeavors as he attempts to fulfill Liam's request. Hope and Steffy will start to demonstrate better relations, partly due to Liam's illness. In trying to bring Liam's fantasy of being in harmony into reality, Steffy will make a gesture towards Hope about returning to Forrester Creations, most likely having the hope for the future line resume. While Hope is struggling with Liam's rejection, she will start reconsidering life with Carter. Perhaps she is not having as good a time as she believes, however. When she tries to rekindle with him, she may discover that Carter is already involved with Daphne, possibly catching them in the act of intimacy. This news stands to leave Hope lost, adding another loss on top of what is already tragic. Whether she ever makes Brooke aware of Liam's circumstances remains to be seen, but secrets tend to unravel soon enough on the bold and the beautiful. Destination: Capri and Naples. Yes, members of the bold and beautiful cast are once again headed off on a fabulous shoot on location in Italy, which means that there will come a turning point in someone's story. Keep reading to get all the details. It's all set to take place at the end of May, where several actors will not only film scenes, but also meet with bold and beautiful fans overseas during a special public event in Naples at the Castel Nuovo on Saturday, May 31. From 2:00 p.m. to 5:00 p.m. Among the cast members traveling to Italy will be Catherine Kelly Lang, Thorsten Kaye, and John McCook as they, presumably, attend to official Forrester Creations business. Perhaps there will be another installment in the Brooks bedroom line? One never knows, but they won't be alone. Although the location shoot may appear to be a setup for Brooke and Ridge to reconcile for the umpteenth time, while away from the watchful eye of his main squeeze, Taylor, what actually happens will change everything for everyone involved, including Eric, who has been pushing his son Ridge to recognize that their mutual ex-wife is his destiny. Throwing a spanner into the works will be Jack Wagner, who is set to reprise his role as Nick Marone, a significant love from Brooke's past, and Ridge's half-brother. So while Brooke previously jetted off to Italy with Ridge in hopes of convincing the love of her life to be dazzled by destiny, things are clearly going to play out much differently than she ever given that Nick's involved. The bold and the beautiful scoop for Tuesday, May 13, reveals Steffy Forrester will lose it. Also coming up, Liam Spencer will be reminded of Hope Logan's unwavering belief in him. B and B spoilers tease that Steffy will demand answers from both Luna Nozawa and John Finnegan. The last thing she needed was to walk into her home and find her husband conversing with his murderous daughter. Viewers will recall, not only did Luna kill Tom Starr and Hollis, she also kidnapped Steffy and held her captive in a cage for days. If Finn hadn't found her, she would have certainly perished. "You can't come here again," Finn told his daughter on Monday's B&B. "We won't ever have a relationship." Understandably, Steffy will be absolutely furious, demanding to know why Luna thinks she can just show up at her home when she feels like it. Rumor has it, Luna will try to explain herself. She may even apologize again for what she did, but when Steffy tells her to get out and stay out, Luna will push back. She'll tell Steffy she's the only one standing in the way of her having a relationship with her father, and she's not going to allow her to keep them apart. Meanwhile, Hope will try not to let on that she knows her ex-husband is dying. Last week, Steffy broke the news, but cautioned her that Liam doesn't want anyone to know. So, Hope will bring up she and Liam's shared past, and will tell him they should fight for their future. As viewers know, when Liam first learned about the inoperable mass on his brain, he told Steffy he wasn't going to accept this death sentence. But the sicker he's become, he seems to have just given up. However, will Hope's fierce determination give Liam the resolve to battle his deadly condition? And will he begin to suspect that she knows he's dying? Hey B&B fans, are you as pumped as we are for the new CBS Sudser Beyond the Gates? Then make sure you join our free Facebook group. Keep reading the Soap Scoop, your source for the latest soap opera spoilers and B&B spoilers and news. And make sure to also join our B&B Facebook group. But if you miss an episode, don't fret. You can watch The Bold and the Beautiful online at cbs.com. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Hope Logan may walk in on Carter Walton and Daphne Rose's sizzling encounter, which could strengthen her commitment to Liam Spencer. The trouble will start when Carter overhears Hope telling Liam that their future is together. Hope won't want to waste any more time apart, so she'll hope Liam feels the same way about their next chapter. It makes sense why Hope is suddenly feeling more drawn to Liam and wanting to restart the life they used to share. Now that Hope knows about Liam's inoperable brain mass, she's desperate to spend as much time with him as possible. However, Carter won't be aware of the terminal details when he eavesdrops on Hope's declaration. It might change things if Carter was in the loop on the whole story, but he'll just feel rejected all over again. After Carter eavesdrops and turns to Daphne for comfort, Liam will stand his ground on what he believes is best for Hope. B&B spoilers say Liam will push Hope toward a romantic reunion with Carter, which also makes sense considering he's running out of time. Liam wants to know Hope will be oak when he's gone, so it's easy to see why he'll try to send her back in Carter's direction. Carter is the one who'll still be around in a few months, not Liam, at least if B&B refuses to give him a miracle. In the end, Liam might convince Hope to seek Carter out and officially give him another chance. That could lead to Hope tracking Carter down at the worst possible moment. Will Hope decide to reunite with Carter and ultimately walk in on him stripped down for passion with Daphne? Will Carter assume Hope's chosen Liam and make a new choice of his own by fully surrendering to Daphne's temptation? If so, that could send a tearful Hope straight back to Liam. It might make Hope cling to Liam even more and strengthen her commitment to putting their family back together for as long as they can. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates reveal time is running out for Liam Spencer on the CBS soap, and the emotional turmoil is just starting. Liam's health is expected to decline rapidly, making every moment crucial for the eldest son of the Spencer family. As an inoperable brain tumor limits his time, the pressing question is not only who will support him, but also if his brother Wyatt Spencer will return just in time. Wyatt left the area over a year ago, and there has been no news about him since, similar to the fate of R.J. Forrester. Viewers of B&B are left in the dark about R.J.'s whereabouts. He vanished after Will Spencer arrived. R.J. had been residing in the beach house that Wyatt once occupied, which was also the former home of Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester. Wyatt just seemed to drop off the face of the earth not long after that failed FBI takedown where Bill pretended to love Sheila Carter Sharp. Liam's heartbreaking diagnosis is sending shockwaves through Los Angeles, and the word is spreading rapidly. Family, friends, and loved ones are coming together to support the cherished Spencer son. But where is Wyatt? His absence during this turmoil is striking, yet could this tragic turn of events draw him back into the family circle? Wyatt and Liam's relationship has always been tumultuous, but the bond of family is strong. Might this sorrowful news compel Wyatt to return home and stand by his brother? If he does come back, Will the emotional weight of the situation keep him around for the long haul? While Wyatt's return could provide the heartfelt reunion Liam desperately needs, it remains uncertain whether his visit will be fleeting or if it will spark a deeper, lasting connection. Will Wyatt choose to be there for Liam in his final moments, or will he continue to keep his distance, allowing the gap between them to persist? If Wyatt comes back to Los Angeles, it could cause big changes. He might reconnect with past relationships, face new conflicts, or even take charge of family business matters. With Liam's time running out, Wyatt's return could bring a new wave of excitement for the Spencers, and Bill Spencer would likely appreciate some help. But will Wyatt arrive before it's too late? Liam's unexpected death might be what brings Wyatt back, but it's uncertain if he will stay. At Brooke's place, Steffy and Hope embrace. They go over how devastating it is that Liam's dying. Hope asks, "He really didn't want me to know." Steffy explains he doesn't want anyone to know. Hope says Liam could never be a burden. She wants to fight and get more opinions. "I can't lose him. We can't lose him." Steffy tells her if there was any chance, they'd move heaven and earth to save him. She recaps that Hope deserved to know what's going on. She's the mother of his child. Hope tears up as she thinks about Beth and Liam together. "And now you're telling me that one day we are going to have to tell our daughters that their daddy isn't going to be around anymore." At Il Giardino, Bill tells Liam he's glad he reached out. He hates the way they left things. "I am truly sorry. I love you, Liam, and I value you." He said things he shouldn't have said and didn't mean. Liam assures, "We both did." He's sure they can move past it. Life is too short to get hung up on a disagreement. Liam explains he has something to tell him. Sheila joins them, uninvited, and thanks Bill for giving her granddaughter a second chance. Bill exhales in frustration. Sheila says he acted like a father to Luna. Liam says, "This is killing me." He points out his dad is not Luna's father and gripes about the insane things she did. Sheila knows Bill thought of her as a daughter, and it's hard to turn those feelings off. If Finn had been in her life, she never would have done those horrible things. Bill grunts, "It's too late for that." Sheila argues, "Maybe not." After Sheila's moved on, Liam tells Bill that he must have had his reasons for what he did, but he's not there to talk about Luna. Bill recalls that he said he had something to tell him. Liam chokes up. He just wanted to tell him how much he admires and respects him. It changed his whole life when he found out he was his father. "You made me a man, and then you made me this man. I'm so grateful to you." Bill tells him that's the best thing anyone ever said to him. "I don't even have the words, son." Liam cries, "Well, that's a first." He goes on about life being fleeting. He needs his dad not to forget how much he loves him. Bill tells him, "I love you too, Liam." Bill thanks Liam for lunch and the kind words. Liam mutters about the distance between them as he gets a text from Hope, who wants to see him. Bill tells Liam it goes both ways. He can't imagine his life without him in it. He made him a better man. "I love you, son." Liam says, "I love you too, Dad." As Liam rises to leave, Bill tells him he wants him back at work. He will take Spencer into the future and will have everything he deserves. At the Cliff House, Finn tells Luna she cannot be there. It is not all to show up there. She wants to know him. Finn argues she's known him her whole life. She says, "Not as my father," and asks him if he wants to get to know her too. Luna pleads with him to tell her there's a chance, even the slightest bit. He tells her he's sorry. She pouts, "You're only saying that because of Steffy." Finn tells Luna that he and Steffy have a family. That is the most important thing in his life. He'll protect that family from anything or anyone. She wonders if he thinks she'd hurt his family and pleads with him to find some forgiveness for her. "Please, don't let Steffy keep us apart." Finn tells Luna they can't go back. Steffy is his wife, but she's also his life. He won't do anything to cause her pain. "You can't come here again. We won't ever have a relationship." Just then, Steffy walks in and gawps, "What is happening?" "What the hell are you doing here, Luna?" At Brooke's place, Hope sits on the sofa teary-eyed. Liam comes in and says he got her text. "What's going on?" She thanks him for coming, and he asks what's wrong. She tells him he doesn't have to worry about her. Liam reminds her they're family. Hope can't imagine her life without him, and neither could their daughter. Liam says Beth is his heart and remarks on her butterfly kisses. Hope's eyes well up. Liam goes on that Beth and Kelly are almost opposites in so many ways. Kelly is energetic and bouncing all over, while Beth is content to curl up in his arms. One day it will be the last time he holds her, and he won't even know it. She's growing up so fast. Hope sees a lot of him in her. She's curious and empathetic. She really is us. Liam cries, "She's perfect." Hope announces she's been doing a lot of thinking, and she wanted to tell him this in person. "I do feel like I took our love for granted." She took him for granted, and she's sorry. Liam says, "You didn't. We both made mistakes." Hope, openly crying, tells him how important he is in her life. Liam says he'll always be with her, one way or another. They embrace and cry. Catherine Kelly Lang stepped into her first acting role in 1979, playing Allison in Skatetown, USA. And though she's played her most recognizable character, the Bold and the Beautiful's Brooke, since 1987, she's turned up here and there on other shows over the years. There were a few crossovers to Sister Soapyoung and Restless, a role on Happy Days, guest parts on a couple of primetime hit series, and she even appeared in 2 music videos for the Beach Boys. Now, the CBS soap vet is going to give fans an up-close and personal look into her life through a new Instagram series. Beyond the Lens, Catherine Kelly Lang, a short fashion film, coming soon, the star announced, then went on to further explain, kicking off a new Instagram series. This one's personal. So what can viewers expect from Lang's upcoming project? It'll feature fashion, film, and a window into her world. She then encouraged fans to tell me what speaks to you. The video preview showed the actress standing on the beach, and as the camera snapped various shots, she could be heard saying, "When you are in front of the camera, you are not just a body. You are energy. You are your story." Are you looking forward to Lang's series? We wouldn't miss it. And from the many comments under her post, fans can't wait to see it as well. The latest developments in The Bold and the Beautiful have delivered a major shockwave, as Steffy uncovers the truth behind Luna's identity, unraveling a manipulative plot that traces back to none other than Sheila Carter. Luna's continued assertion that she is Finn's biological daughter has stirred significant tension in the Finnegan household. Her unexpected visits and emotionally charged interactions with Finn raised red flags for Steffy, prompting her to question the legitimacy of Luna's claims. Noticing a distinct lack of resemblance between Luna and Finn, Steffy decided to take matters into her own hands. Acting on her suspicions, Steffy covertly collected hair samples from both Luna and Finn and commissioned an independent DNA test. The results were unequivocal. Finn is not Luna's biological father. This revelation validated Steffy's concerns and marked a turning point in the storyline. When presented with the new DNA evidence, Finn was shaken. He recalled that an earlier DNA test had confirmed Luna's paternity, but this contradiction led him to suspect foul play. The logical suspect, Sheila Carter. Known for her manipulative history, Sheila emerged as the likely orchestrator of the deception. Confronted by Finn, Luna confessed to being manipulated by Sheila, who had provided falsified DNA documents and promised Luna security in exchange for participation in the ruse. Luna admitted she was drawn in by Sheila's promises and acted under false pretenses. This confirmation ignited a fierce response from Finn, who saw Sheila's actions as an unforgivable betrayal. Finn took decisive action and confronted Sheila directly. Despite her initial denials, she eventually admitted to engineering the entire plan. She claimed her actions stemmed from love and a desire to reconnect with Finn. However, Finn made it clear that this was the final violation he would tolerate. He vowed to pursue legal action if Sheila continued to interfere in his life. In the wake of these revelations, Finn and Steffy reinforced their bond and resolved to protect their family from future threats. They enhanced their personal security and stood united against Sheila's continued presence. Meanwhile, despite the deception, Finn offered Luna a path to redemption, recognizing her as another one of Sheila's pawns. He committed to shielding her from further harm, even if they weren't biologically related. The Forrester family quickly rallied behind Steffy and Finn. Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor promised unwavering support, determined to eliminate Sheila's influence once and for all. The storyline emphasized themes of family unity, resilience, and the high emotional toll of betrayal. The drama shifts overseas as the Bold and the Beautiful heads to Italy for a multi-episode arc filmed in Naples and Capri. CBS has confirmed key scenes will involve romantic entanglements, corporate intrigue, and a mysterious connection to Eric Forrester's past. The storyline promises to blend soap opera intensity with the scenic elegance of Italy's historic coastlines. Expect high-stakes sequences, including masked balls, Vespa chases, and culinary showdowns, all embedded in Italy's rich cultural backdrop. The episodes, airing in July 2025 in the US, are expected to deepen character arcs and deliver visual storytelling at its finest. Another powerful narrative is unfolding around Liam Spencer, who has been diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. This gut-wrenching arc explores his emotional journey, the legacy he hopes to leave behind, and the conspicuous absence of his brother Wyatt Spencer. With fans demanding closure and a reunion, there's growing speculation about a potential return for Wyatt in this pivotal storyline. In a turbulent sequence of events, CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful has taken a dramatic turn, with long-standing relationships tested to their breaking points. The escalating conflict between Steffy, Finn, and Luna has culminated in a shocking confrontation, irreparable emotional damage, and the collapse of a marriage once thought unshakable. The storyline intensifies as Luna appears at Finn and Steffy's home, asserting that Finn is her biological father and demanding recognition. Her arrival reopens deep wounds for Steffy, who associates Luna with violent tragedies, including multiple deaths and a personal attempt on her life. Reacting defensively, Steffy forcefully expels Luna from their lives, but Luna remains determined to connect with Finn. Despite Steffy's objections, Luna persistently contacts Finn. His initial resistance wanes as he begins to acknowledge a paternal connection. This emotional conflict places Finn at odds with Steffy, who perceives his wavering loyalty as a personal betrayal. In an attempt to resolve the situation herself, Steffy arranges a tense riverside meeting with Luna. The confrontation escalates into a violent altercation, leaving Luna seriously injured. A passerby discovers Luna and rushes her to the hospital, where Finn happens to be on duty. Horrified to learn that Steffy was responsible for Luna's condition, Finn's emotional state deteriorates. He returns home in a fit of rage, confronting Steffy and ultimately striking her in a moment of uncontrolled anger. Declaring their marriage over, Finn accuses her of cruelty and emotional instability, leaving Steffy devastated and alone. As Finn distances himself, Steffy is consumed by remorse. She attempts to justify her actions and regain Finn's trust, but he remains emotionally shut off, believing the damage to be beyond repair. Meanwhile, Finn stays close to Luna during her recovery, forming a growing father-daughter bond. Despite her traumatic past, Luna begins to accept Finn's support and allows herself to heal both physically and emotionally. Steffy, in isolation, seeks professional help to address her impulsivity and anger. Her introspection marks a desire for redemption, though the path forward remains uncertain. Luna, too, grapples with guilt, questioning whether she deserves Finn's care given the chaos her presence has caused. In a surprising gesture, she reaches out to Steffy, offering forgiveness, sparking a faint hope for eventual reconciliation. Parallel to this emotional arc, the narrative teases a new and controversial subplot: Luna's potential parole. This twist introduces Dollar Bill Spencer, whose history of manipulating outcomes may once again bend justice to his will. The suggestion that he could orchestrate Luna's release after multiple murders raises ethical questions and audience skepticism. Critically, Luna's portrayal remains polarizing. Her calculated past actions and apparent lack of sincere remorse paint her less as a misunderstood figure and more as a remorseless antagonist. Despite attempts to reframe her through emotionally charged dialogue, viewers remain unconvinced of her moral transformation. Her self-victimization and continued deflection of accountability amplify the narrative tension. Steffy's refusal to accept Luna is grounded in trauma and self-preservation. Luna's past includes locking Steffy in a cage and orchestrating her potential death. Any expectation that Steffy embrace Luna as family is detached from reality. Her resistance reflects not malice, but a natural instinct to protect her family. As the story unfolds, questions arise about the writer's intent with Luna's character. Is she being positioned for redemption, or is this a deliberate descent into moral ambiguity? Whether viewers are meant to sympathize with her or view her as a cautionary tale remains unclear. In a recent emotionally charged development on The Bold, and the beautiful Ridge Forrester is blindsided by a revelation that alters the course of his relationship with Taylor Hayes. The unexpected emotional entanglement between Taylor and Bill Spencer reaches a critical point, triggering a cascade of personal and relational consequences. Bill Spencer's emotional turmoil began with the fallout from his controversial decision to support Luna's release from prison. Under intense scrutiny and family pressure, Bill turned to professional therapy, seeking guidance from Dr. Taylor Hayes. Their sessions were initially clinical, aimed at helping Bill manage guilt and psychological stress. However, as the sessions progressed, the professional dynamic between them gradually dissolved. Bill's vulnerability and Taylor's empathy formed a unique bond, evolving into private dinners and increasingly personal interactions. Taylor, who was then engaged to Ridge, found herself emotionally conflicted as feelings for Bill deepened beyond platonic concern. Despite her long-standing love for Ridge, Taylor couldn't dismiss her connection with Bill. She was drawn to his emotional honesty and his rare openness. Their secret meetings soon escalated into romantic encounters, leading Taylor to confront the uncomfortable truth about her shifting affections. Bill, in turn, felt understood in a way he hadn't experienced before. As their emotional bond solidified, both individuals became increasingly entangled in a relationship marked by secrecy and unresolved moral tension. The clandestine nature of Taylor and Bill's relationship came to a dramatic halt when Ridge, unaware of the growing affair, stumbled upon the two during a business dinner at a local restaurant. Observing Taylor and Bill sharing an intimate moment, Ridge reacted impulsively and stormed over to confront them. The confrontation quickly escalated, with years of rivalry and betrayal boiling over into a physical altercation. Police were called, and both men were taken into custody. The incident not only shocked bystanders, but marked a turning point in the trio's intertwined lives. At the police station, amid the fallout, Taylor tearfully confessed her love for Bill to Ridge. Her admission shattered Ridge's perception of their future together. Taylor acknowledged that her bond with Bill had grown stronger than what remained of her commitment to Ridge. Ridge, overwhelmed with grief and betrayal, was left to grapple with the realization that the woman he intended to marry had fallen in love with his longtime adversary. The emotional devastation was compounded by the loss of trust and the collapse of dreams he had built around their relationship. Taylor's decision to pursue a future with Bill came with significant emotional consequences. While their choice was driven by genuine feelings, it left Ridge emotionally gutted. For Ridge, the betrayal felt like a culmination of past conflicts with Bill and served as a personal and professional setback. Meanwhile, Taylor and Bill now face the reality of a relationship born from secrecy. With their connection exposed, the couple must navigate the consequences, social judgment, emotional guilt, and the lingering question of whether their bond can withstand the scrutiny and complexity of its origins. The fallout from this romantic entanglement sets the stage for far-reaching consequences. Ridge must now rebuild his life, questioning whether he can trust again or find peace after such a profound loss. For Taylor and Bill, the question remains, can a relationship forged under such circumstances endure? Luna could redeem herself as she ends up being Liam's miracle cure. Liam is preparing to say goodbye on The Bold and the Beautiful. An inoperable brain tumor has him facing the harsh reality of death. However, he might get a second chance at life from an unexpected person. Things are looking gloomy for Liam. Although he and Steffy are hopeful a cure will be found, so far, nothing has. Finn is trying his hardest to help Liam, but keeps coming up empty. Since surgery isn't an option and there are no other treatments, Liam is preparing for the worst. However, knowing B and B, Liam is going to get his miracle, and it's going to come from an unlikely source. On Reddit, a fan theory has circulated that Luna could save Liam. Luna is going to be the donor for whatever miraculous treatment Liam needs to save his life. Think how it would affect Steffy, Finn, Bill, etc., declared one fan. That would be a nice twist, I would watch that, another viewer responded. Lawrence St. Victor took to social media to show his fans how he was motivated, and asked his followers what they're motivated by. With Hope feeling awful about Liam's health crisis on The Bold and the Beautiful, fans worry that she'll gravitate even further away from Carter. If that happens, he might fall right into Daphne's arms. As Carter starts to figure out where his life is going, and if Hope's going to be in it, his portrayer is living his best life. He recently shared a video about motivation and wanted to know his fans' opinions. St. Victor wrote on Instagram, "Monday sets the tone. Even 30 minutes of movement can change your mindset. Time is tight, but discipline is freedom. Let's get it this week. What's your first win today?" He also thanked the company that provided the outfit he was wearing. In the video, he's wearing a hoodie with horizontal stripes that are a mixture of blue, gray, and light brown/tan with a matching baseball cap. He stated, "Happy Monday, everybody. What's going on? Today is our first day back at Bold and the Beautiful after our spring hiatus, so I'm taking some time this morning to get my steps in, get the blood pumping, clear my head, a little peace before the storm. What do you do for motivation, especially on Monday? Let me know." Tragedy looms for this iconic couple. Liam's life is hanging by a thread on Bold and the Beautiful, and the news of his terminal brain tumor has sent shockwaves through his loved ones. But amid the heartbreak, Hope is stepping up for the father of her child. Will this tragedy reignite the flames between Liam and Hope? Could this be the moment that changes everything? Liam and Hope have a long, tangled history, marked by passion, heartbreak, and second chances. As Hope spends time by Liam's side, emotions are running high. Memories of their past together may resurface, reigniting old feelings. Will Hope see through the heartbreak and realize that Liam is the man she truly loves? As the clock ticks down, every shared glance, every comforting hug, and every tearful moment becomes more intense. Hope's support might start as a duty to their daughter, but could it transform into something deeper? Will she decide to stand by Liam as more than just the mother of his child? Liam and Hope's love story has always been one of ups and downs. They've fought for each other, lost each other, and always seemed to find their way back. Now, facing Liam's final chapter, will they find that their bond is unbreakable? Will Hope's presence be the light that guides Liam through his darkest days? Speculation is running wild, With Liam's days numbered, the stakes have never been higher. Could this be the moment that pushes Hope back into Liam's arms, or will their chapter end with unresolved feelings? Much like Broken Ridge, many believe Liam is Hope's destiny. Falling back in love only to have to say a final goodbye would be end this love story in the most perfect, poetic way. Multi-Emmy award-winning television series The Bold and the Beautiful will film in Naples and Capri, Italy, under the creative leadership of executive producer and head writer Bradley Bell. In Italy, B&B's immense popularity has endured for decades, and the series has filmed there more than in any other foreign country. 5 previous Italian shoots have taken place in Lake Como, Venice, Portofino, the region of Puglia, and Rome. The popular CBS soap is broadcast in Italy on Mediaset's Canal 5, under the title Beautiful, where it has been a pillar of the channel's daytime lineup for many years. The series is broadcast in over 100 countries and territories worldwide, and has also filmed abroad in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, Australia, Denmark, France, Mexico, Monaco, and the Netherlands. Additionally, the cast has traveled to do press tours, appearances, and fan experiences in South Africa, Bulgaria, Iceland, Finland, Belgium, Canada, and Greece. Multiple episodes filmed in Naples and Capri will air in the US this year in July. Audiences in Italy will see the episodes in 2026. Cast members set to travel to Italy are Catherine Kelly-Lang, John McCook, Thorsten Kaye, as well as Jack Wagner, who played Nick Marone for many years on the series and who only recently returned. Fans of the series will be interested to learn that there will be an opportunity to meet the cast at a special public event in Naples at the Castel Nuovo on Saturday, May 31st, from 2 to 5 p.m. B&B will hire local cast and crew, collaborating with Rome-based Canizzo Produzioni production company. Currently in its 38th season, B&B is the world's most watched daily series, seen by millions of viewers in over 100 countries. Catherine Kelly-Lang, John McCook, and the series' executive producer and head writer, Bradley Bell, have been with the series since episode 1.